A tomato today has half the vitamin C it had in 1950. Broccoli, 50% less calcium. Wheat, the protein content dropped by nearly 30%. And this isn't some organic versus conventional debate. This isn't about pesticides or GMOs. This is about something far more fundamental. We bred nutrition out of our food on purpose. Not accidentally, not as a side effect. We looked at crops and said, make more, grow faster, weigh heavier, and the plants listened. But here's what nobody told us we were trading. The more food we grew, the less food we actually got. Stay with me, because this gets wild. Here's the part that breaks your brain. Supermarkets have never had more food. Shelves are overflowing. Produce sections are massive. We're producing more calories per acre than any point in human history. And yet, people are less nourished than they were 70 years ago. How is that possible? Because we optimized for the wrong thing. We measured success by weight, by bushels per acre, by tons harvested. But we forgot to measure what actually matters, what's inside the food. And it turns out, when you breed a plant to grow bigger and faster, it doesn't have time to concentrate nutrients. It's too busy making bulk. Think of it like this. You take a glass of orange juice and pour it into a pitcher of water. You have more liquid, but it's weaker, diluted. That's what happened to our food supply. We made more food, but we diluted the nutrition. This wasn't a conspiracy. It was a choice. After World War II, the agricultural priority was clear: prevent famine. Feed as many people as possible. Maximize calories. And that made sense. When people are starving, calories matter more than micronutrients. So plant breeders focused on yield. Varieties that produced more grain, more fruit, more vegetables per plant. And it worked. Spectacularly. The Green Revolution saved millions of lives. Wheat yields doubled, then tripled. Rice production exploded. Famine became less common. But nobody was tracking vitamin content. Nobody was measuring mineral density. Those weren't the metrics that mattered. The goal was more. And we got it. What we didn't realize, what nobody was checking, was that more often meant weaker. Let me give you a specific example that makes this visceral. The modern commercial tomato is a masterpiece of yield optimization. It's bred to produce massive harvests, ripen uniformly, so machines can harvest them all at once, have thick skin so it survives shipping, stay firm so it looks good on shelves for weeks. And it does all of those things perfectly. But here's what happened to the nutrition. A study comparing tomatoes from the 1960s to modern varieties found vitamin C down 30%, vitamin A down 15%, calcium down significantly, and the flavor compounds, the things that make a tomato taste like summer, nearly gone. Why? Because the plant's energy went into making bulk and durability, not nutrition. The modern tomato is an engineering marvel. It just stopped being food in the way we used to understand food. We got more tomatoes. We just got less tomato in each one. Or look at wheat. Modern wheat varieties produce 3 to 4 times more grain per acre than wheat from the 1940s. That's incredible. That fed billions of people. But protein content dropped from around 16 to 17% to 10 to 12% in many modern varieties. Why? Because when you breed for yield, the plant puts its energy into making more seeds, not more protein per seed. The result? You need to eat more wheat to get the same nutrition your grandparents got from less wheat. We call this yield dilution. The more you harvest, the weaker each piece becomes. And almost nobody noticed because we stopped measuring what was inside the food. We only measured how much of it we grew. Here's the data that makes this undeniable. A 2004 study in the Journal of the American College of Nutrition analyzed USDA nutrient data from 1950 to 1999. They found significant declines in protein, 6% average decline, calcium, 16% decline, iron, 15% decline, vitamin C, 20% decline, riboflavin, 38% decline, across 43 different crops. This isn't one weird tomato. This is the entire food supply quietly losing nutritional density while getting bigger. We've been playing a shell game. Look how much food we're making, while the food itself gets hollower. The brutal truth: nobody pays farmers for nutrition. Farmers get paid by weight, by bushels, by tons. A tomato with twice the vitamin C but half the size? The farmer gets paid less, so they don't grow it. A wheat variety with 18% protein but 20% less yield? It gets replaced by the higher yield, lower protein version. The economic incentives point in one direction: maximize weight, not nutrition. And in a system where farmers operate on thin margins, you can't blame them. They're responding rationally to the market signals. The problem isn't farmers. The problem is that we built a market that doesn't value what actually matters. So here's where we are. We grow more food than ever. And people are still malnourished, not from lack of calories, but from lack of nutrients. We have obesity and malnutrition happening simultaneously because the food is calorie-dense but nutrient-poor. You can eat until you're full and still be starving for what your body actually needs. This is the trade we made. We optimized for bulk and lost quality. And the terrifying part? Most people have no idea this happened. They think a tomato is a tomato. An apple is an apple. Wheat is wheat. But the food that looks the same has fundamentally changed. We're eating in abundance and starving slowly. Here's the only good news. This is reversible. There are seed banks with older, more nutrient-dense varieties. Heirloom seeds that haven't been bred purely for yield. There are farmers and researchers working on nutrient-dense breeding, selecting for both yield and nutrition. And there are consumers starting to ask, what's actually in this food? But it requires changing what we value, what we pay for, what we measure. Because right now, the system rewards looking like food more than being food. And until that changes, we'll keep making more of less. So here's the question this forces us to ask. What does it mean to feed the world if the food is half as nutritious as it used to be? Are we actually solving hunger? Or are we just creating a different kind of starvation? One where people are full but malnourished? I don't have a perfect answer. This is genuinely complex. But what I do know, we can't solve a problem we refuse to see. And for 70 years, we've been measuring the wrong thing. Maybe it's time we start counting what actually counts. Subscribe if you want to keep questioning what we've been told is progress.